Do you enjoy theme parks for their thrills? This is the kind of fear that many of us seek out, the kind where genuine danger isn't really a concern. Additionally, are you certain that the machinery is actually maintained properly? I apologize for being a safety nerd, but these are serious concerns, and the purpose of entertaining fair rides is to provide you with a brief rush of fear that has been meticulously tested and climate controlled. Of course, it wouldn't be enjoyable to genuinely feel as though you might die after all. Here are the top 5 scariest theme park rides of all time. Number 5. In the era of the USSR spree, Park Berlin was the only amusement park of its kind in East Germany. It was everything you would expect a theme park to be, so while it may not be a scary theme park ride per se, it was once a shiny, fun theme park that fell into neglect and abandonment and became scary as a result. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, the park saw some improvements, but as time went on, the park's popularity waned and fewer people were visiting amusements. By 2001, the park was declared bankrupt. It had rides, restaurants, games, and stalls, but its main attraction was its enormous 150-foot-tall Ferris wheel, which had 36 gondolas. The park attracted almost 1.7 million visitors annually. The abandoned park, which has been a haunting favorite of urban explorers since the early 2000s, is in a dangerous state of disrepair. A fire even broke out in 2014, destroying a large portion of the park. The rides that remain are rusted and decaying, making visiting the park nowadays feel like you're in some post-apocalyptic world. Plans are currently underway to rebuild the park and restore the historic Ferris wheel to its former glory. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to see when it's finished. Would you visit when it's finished? Let me know about it in the comments below. Number 4. There is supposedly a fun fair in North Korea with decidedly rickety devices that are known to be, to put it mildly, janky. Despite this, it still attracts visitors, albeit fewer than in the past and maybe just the more daring ones. As with all the information that is spread about North Korea, we can only see a small portion of the truth. Believe what you will about this decidedly wonky-sounding North Korean amusement park. Foreign journalists who have visited have reported that there is an attempt to round up locals and get them looking like they are enjoying the rides before the journalists head into the park. But it's also likely that this is all nonsense. There's a general mashup of propaganda from everyone involved whenever the place is mentioned. Who knows? The main vibe of the park is one of fun with vintage funfair staples like carousels, shooting galleries, and roller coasters, even though there seem to be some older-looking rides. It's not quite Disney. Just how rickety it is, well, we probably won't find out until you plan your next trip to Pyongyang, the hippest place in the world. Good luck with that one, I'm sure it'll be a blast. Number 3. Located in Germany's vacation park, the odd twists and turns of the Skyscream roller coaster are sure to thoroughly disorient and upend your sense of direction, starting in the forward position as you would probably expect. You'll probably find yourself screaming skywards during the ride. This is scary so far, but it doesn't stop there. After it's thrown you around and slung you up in the air the wrong way around, it sends you back down again and heads straight through a series of clattering, nerve-rattling twists and non-inverted loops. The carriage then heads upwards, and as it seems to almost crest the top, it then hurtles back down the way that it came. If you're one of those nuts who enjoys a little safe scare on a fun fair ride every now and then but can't travel to Germany, this ride is nearly identical to the Superman Ultimate Flight Coaster at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in California. It's enough to send your senses into a tailspin, so it's a merciful relief that it's only a minute long. Otherwise, I should imagine it would be more than screams that pour out of people brave enough to ride it. Number 2. The Big Shot is an attraction in Las Vegas that features all of the extravagant frivolity and flashy lights you might expect from a theme park there. It was formerly the highest amusement ride in the world, but, as you might anticipate, a ride in China has since surpassed it. So what about the huge shot is enjoyable or even scary? It's kind of strange to start with because it's located atop a high deck of the Strat Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a pneumatically powered tower ride, so basically, you enjoy a quick ascent from 921 feet to 1,081 feet, which is enough to make your ears pop. If you've been on it, tell me all about it in the comments section below. As the ride ascends, it reaches 45 miles per hour and then descends quickly. Not for the timid at heart, the experience on the way back down is a rather intense but brief G-force feel that is oh so fun among the many, constantly evolving diversions of Las Vegas. The space shot, commonly referred to as the Big Shot, never fails to impress those who have experienced it. Number 1. The King Dakar makes a few pretty serious claims about how great it is. Firstly, it says it's the highest roller coaster in the world. Secondly, it says it's the fastest in all of North America. Those claims alone should get at least a few cheers of appreciation. Now, doesn't that seem scary? This big boy has everything you could possibly want in a thrill ride at a fun fair. When it leaves the station, it accelerates from 0 to 128 miles per hour in an incredible 3.5 seconds, whisking you up a track that peaks at 456 feet in elevation. It is equivalent to a 45-story skyscraper. After that, riders experience all kinds of insane, upside-down chaos as they rocket up a track at 90 degrees, turning into a 270-degree spiral at the top that sends the whole happy group tumbling back down. Claiming to be the king, this one seems to be unlike anything else out there, so comparisons are not appropriate. It's also quite exciting it ends rather soon. There's nothing quite like the pleasant, dangerous feeling of a fun fair ride, is there? Although, observing other people ride them online is definitely a close second. Have you been on any of these supposedly scary rides? Maybe you have another one that should be added to the list? Tell me all about your bizarre theme park experiences in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.